The night goes on, skies will be mostly clear to partly cloudy, temperatures bound for the lower 60s. So will this cooler weather stick around for our weekend? We'll have your weekend forecast coming up. WMBD News at 10 starts now.
Tonight, new details about the man responsible for the latest terror attack in France, what prosecutors are saying about the killer.
The guys came in, they were very welcoming, and the next thing you know, here I am riding on the ride.
And riding to remember, how a community is coming together to honor a deputy who died in the line of duty. But topping the news tonight at 10, target on Turkey. Questions being raised about who's in charge after the military attempts a coup, saying the country is under martial law. Mary Maloney has more.
A hail of bullets descending from a helicopter. Gunshots fired in the streets of Turkey, the crowd ducking for cover. In another part of the country, in a neighborhood where many government offices are located, witnesses say a helicopter dropped a bomb. State-run media read a statement saying the military took over, imposed martial law, and instituted a curfew, as countries across the world condemned the development and urged citizens there to stay indoors. Turkey's defiant president took to FaceTime to encourage government supporters to rally in the streets. Many listened. At one point, a crowd came face to face with a tank surrounded by soldiers holding automatic weapons. The tank firing shots in the air, the crowd not deterred. Hours after the uprising started, Turkey's National Intelligence Unit claimed the coup had failed, as members of the military were ushered off the streets. Later, soldiers stormed CNN Turk, members of the media taken outside, forcing the network to broadcast an empty studio instead of the news of the coup. Mary Maloney, WMBD News.
A day after a terrorist mowed down dozens of people celebrating Bastille Day in the French city of Nice, investigators dig into the life of the killer. He was a 31-year-old delivery driver who lived in Nice. He was born in Tunisia. Authorities say Mohamed Boulel drove a rented refrigerated truck weighing about 20 tons into crowds Thursday night. The attack killed at least 84 people and injured 202 others. Boulel was shot and killed by police. With only petty crimes in his background, he was previously unknown to intelligence services.
Whether nationally or locally, he had never been the subject of any kind of file or indication of radicalization.
This is the third major terror attack on France in the past 18 months. A Tazewell County deputy who died in the line of duty receives an honor to make sure his memory lives. WMBD's Hannah Hilliard takes us to Tremont for Deputy Craig Wisenand's dedication ceremony.
It was nearly a year ago Stephanie Wisenand learned her husband died while on the job.
Deputy Craig Stephen Wisenand was killed in a single vehicle crash while responding to a domestic disturbance in Arlington at approximately 10:30.
And while family and friends of Deputy Craig Wisenand mourned, his hometown of Tremont stepped into action.
At the time of the funeral, I had no idea what was going on. People weren't really informing me, trying to keep me out of the loop. But when I found out story after story after story of what the community was doing here, just warmed my heart, and I felt so thankful that I lived here in Tremont.
And Friday, the small town is back at it again as hundreds gather for a special dedication ceremony, renaming part of Route 9 through Tremont Deputy Craig Wisenand Memorial Highway.
He went to church on this road. His high school is right down the street. This is right through the heart of his hometown.
But there were some special guests riding through. 52 bikers representing the organization Concerns of Police Survivors, or COPS.
COPS was an organization that came to town when Deputy Wisenand was killed. Tremont was the host agency.
Captain Nate Troyer, a Tremont police captain, is now a part of the organization, which is biking across the state this weekend, raising awareness and money for families like the Wisenands.
The grieving process, it's like the waves of the ocean, so some days are good and some days are not so good.
But she's got the whole town of Tremont right behind her.
The support from the county and Illinois COPS has really helped us through this long journey of the first year.
That's the way they are. They're always here. They're always here. They always have our backs.
The cyclists started their journey across the state yesterday. They have 2 more days of riding, and they make several more stops along the way. A reminder tonight, violence will not be tolerated in the River City. The Peoria Community Against Violence, PCAV, hosts its 6th Peace Walk of the year. The group left from Christ Lutheran School at 6 and walked through the neighborhood. PCAV's goal is to help neighborhoods develop awareness and safety.
Just to try to get the message across to people that we're here, we support them, and it's time out for the violence. We definitely are totally against it, and we're just trying to spread the message of peace and love and unity.
And PCAV is taking another step to help our community. Tomorrow, you're invited to get a free haircut. The event is happening from 11:30 to 1:30 at the First United Methodist Church downtown. PCAV wants to help those who cannot afford regular haircuts with a little confidence and some employment opportunities. Well, OSF Healthcare is growing, adding Great Plains Orthopedics. A blessing ceremony was held today at the location on Kumpf Boulevard in Peoria. The facility will now be known as OSF Orthopedics. The healthcare group says the addition means better access for patients.
I think the future is very bright. We worked hard to make it happen, and it's finally done, and here we go.
The surgeons and staff will transition with the group, and locations will stay the same. City of Bloomington will not be moving forward with plans for a downtown hotel development. City announced Thursday it was going to shelve the $50 million project after an outside consultant recommended against moving forward. Mayor Terry Renner says they did not see a firm enough commitment for the private financing of that project.
We want to grow the local economy. We want to revitalize downtown. It's our cultural, historic core. But we have to do it in a fiscally responsible way and protect taxpayers.
Mayor Renner says the idea of a hotel is not off the table in the future, but the particular project is shelved. He says the city will continue to focus on other revitalization efforts downtown. Thousands of basketball fans are in the Twin Cities this weekend. Bloomington Normal is host to the American Youth Basketball Tour National Championships. 140 basketball teams from all over the Midwest are competing in the four-day tournament. Teams of kids from 3rd through 12th grade get to compete. Twin Cities has hosted the tournament for the last 13 years. It's expected to bring in more than $160,000 to that local economy.
Even the local teams that aren't staying in hotels, they'll go out to eat as a family and as a team. So they're visiting the establishments in that manner too, as well as the 45 teams that are traveling and staying in hotels.
Games will be played on 16 courts at the same time each day. Nearly 1,000 games will be played through the weekend. Peoria is snagging some national attention, being featured on the cable channel C-SPAN. A crew will be in town next week as part of a cities tour. It'll be recording parts of the city, focusing on history, literature, and culture. The crews arrive Sunday. City leaders say that's when they'll know more of what's planned, but they also say it's a great opportunity for the River City.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited because, we see things all the time that are new and upcoming, but to be able to show them off to a channel that we watch all the time as government nerds, it's even more exciting to put us in that platform.
Now, what the film crew gets next week is set to air on C-SPAN's special Peoria weekend. That's October 15th and 16th. The 4th annual Dash at Dusk event tonight is raising money to help Pekin Hospital's mission to the Dominican Republic. There's a kids' fun race and a family-friendly after-party. Health officials say they'll see between 2,000 and 2,500 patients in 5 days during the trip.
We bring Pekin Hospital to different areas of the world. So it's a good experience for the staff. It's a bonding experience.
About 20 volunteers, including doctors and nurses, will be going on that mission trip. We'll play ball. WMBD this morning's Lauren Rainson takes the mound at Dozer Park. We'll show you her first pitch.
Hey, it's a great night for some baseball. Take a look at this almanac. Not too shabby. Temperatures well below average, only topping out at 78 degrees. Low temperature 67. So will this cooler weather stick around for our weekend? The weekend forecast is next.
You're watching WMBD News at 10 in high definition with Paul Cicchini, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local weather authority forecast, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WMBD News at 10. Central Illinois proud.
Announcing instant discounts on new Land Rovers at Jaguar Land Rover Peoria on Allen Road.
Are you still waiting to change your bathtub? Bathfitter can give you a new tub in as little as 1 day with their unique tub-over-tub process. Isn't that amazing? Bathfitter will measure and make you a new custom bathtub that they install right over your existing one. Plus, only Bathfitter has seamless walls, which guarantee a watertight fit.
And a lifetime warranty.
That's what got me. A new bathtub changes your life, and it's never been more affordable.
This month only, 0% APR financing for 24 months.
Wow. These are awesome. This is my dream car.
Yeah, I like this. I've been waiting to get in this.
Real people have a lot to say about the award-winning vehicles at the Chevy Summer Sell Down.
Wow. The design's great.
I love it.
#1 in my book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
If you could get 20% cash back on this vehicle, what would you do?
I think I'm going to drive it through that wall and take it.
Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2016 Chevy vehicles in stock. That's over $10,000 cash back on this Chevy Silverado.
See Uptree Chevrolet in Washington for this great deal.
At KBL Design Center, you'll get more and pay less with KBL's 20% store-wide sale on decorative items, artwork, furniture, lighting, ceiling fans, patio furniture, and so much more. KBL Design Center, Peoria and Normal.
It's sizzling summer savings time at Lebeda Mattress Factory. Save now on mattress sets, futons, electric adjustable beds, and bedroom furniture. Flippable two-sided Lebeda queen sets start at only $319. Luxurious pillow tops as low as $349. Or get Lebeda's Augusta Pillow Top, a luxurious mattress set with cooling gel and memory foam for the lowest price ever. Only $477 with free local delivery or a free bed frame. Great mattresses, great prices, great savings at Lebeda Mattress Factory.
It's the Summer Sales Challenge at Uptree Nissan. We know you'll like Nissan better, and this month we'll prove it with 0 for 72 on Altima and Rogue and no payments for 90 days, plus our 100,000-mile warranty.
At Uptree Nissan, yeah.
Exclusive coverage starts this Sunday. WMBD, your local election headquarters. Now, your local weather authority. WMBD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Welcome back. It has been a beautiful day and a wonderful evening. Hope you are enjoying this beautiful Friday night. A nice shot from our Goods Furniture Skycam. All remains quiet over the River City. Temperatures nice and cool. I like it. Too bad it's not going to last too long. 69 degrees the current temperature. Winds out of the north-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Temperatures in the lower to mid-60s all across central Illinois. 64 degrees in Lake, and it is a little warmer along I-55. Mid to upper 60s ongoing from Pontiac southward into Lincoln. Skies mostly clear out east, but some clouds now working their way in from the west, and we are seeing some returns on the radar, but surface observations are showing that none of that rain is actually reaching the ground, and if so, it may be a sprinkle or two, but most of that is expected to fall apart before it crosses the Illinois River. Regardless, some clouds early on. That is about it for the weather going into this evening. Severe thunderstorms continue to rumble across parts of the Central Plains. Oklahoma, Texas getting in on some more severe weather. In fact, there were a few tornadoes reported across Kansas and Colorado earlier today out of that same complex of storms. But for us tonight, nothing more than some passing clouds. It's going to be a pretty quiet evening. Temperatures still somewhat cool for this time of year. Overnight lows bound for the lower to mid-60s, 62 in Peoria, 58 or so in Galesburg, 59 out in Bloomington Normal. Let's take you through tomorrow. There could be some patchy fog in low-lying areas early tomorrow morning, but that'll burn off quick. Skies mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures may become a little warmer than they were today, but not by much, mainly 3 to 5 degrees. 82 in Peoria, about 80 degrees in Bloomington. Still some upper 70s up north, right along Interstate 80. Now, things do change on Sunday. We're going to have a frontal system working on through, and that's going to help kick things off when it comes to storm coverage. So we'll be quiet Sunday morning. Scattered showers and thunderstorms likely originating, developing back to our north, and we could see some strong to severe storms. So watch what happens as we go through Sunday afternoon and evening. That line begins to sink a little further south, and then as we go through Sunday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms look to rip through parts of central Illinois. Now, the severity of these storms still somewhat in question, but there is a potential for at least some stronger storms to work through the area. Now, once we get through Sunday and Monday, both days bringing a better chance of storms. Got to look forward to some heat, or really not looking forward to it, but it's coming regardless. Temperatures will be in the 90s and triple digits if you are just off to the southwest. The bad news is heat index values will be well into the triple digits. Here's that 8-day forecast. Lower 80s tomorrow, upper 80s Sunday and Monday. Both days look to bring us a better chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Mid 80s on Tuesday. Hot and humid weather then takes shape Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And again, heat index values exceeding 100 degrees.
Well, we've been talking about it all day. WMBD This Morning meteorologist Lauren Rainson takes the mound tonight at Dozer Park. She wasn't starting for the Peoria Chiefs, but she was throwing out tonight's first pitch, and there it is. We caught up with Lauren after her single-A debut.
Way more nerve-wracking than doing the weather on television, that's for sure. You can actually see the people watching you. That made me pretty nervous.
Of course, we'll have highlights from the ball game tonight in Sports Extra. You know, she makes a great point there. Well, we can't see the people watching us right now, but there, thousands of eyes.
And I will give her credit. At least, you know, she may not have got it all the way to the plate.
Yeah.
But at least she threw the ball forward. Where last time I tried to throw a ball, it ended up going backwards. So good job,
true.
Warren.
So true. All right. Thanks, Chris. We'll be right back.
At Ameren, Illinois, our focus is on delivering reliable energy and helping you use less of it at home. With discounts on energy-efficient light bulbs, rebates for recycling refrigerators, and other energy efficiency programs, over 500,000 customers have already reduced their energy use. Using less and saving more. That's something every family can appreciate, including mine. Ameren, Illinois, energy at work.
Do you have what it takes to be the astronaut, lead NASA missions, pilot spaceships, and drive rovers across real moon and Martian landscapes, see Apollo artifacts, and more? Be the astronaut at the Riverfront Museum.
I'm attorney Doc Halliday. I've handled many motorcycle claims over the years. If you are injured in a motorcycle accident, call or stop by my office to discuss your claim.
The only thing better than rewarding yourself with a Culver's concrete mixer is rewarding others. Michael Johnson, we're just here to honor you today, and a lot of friends are along with. How about a concrete mixer?
Michael wakes up every day with a purpose, and that is to make sure children are successful in this community.
It's just a blessing to be able to utilize my life to help change the lives of young people.
Treat the hero in your life to a Culver's concrete mixer. Everyone needs a hero.
Be at Knoxville Raceway for the 56th annual 5-Hour Energy Knoxville Nationals. Presented by Casey's General Stores, August 10th through the 13th. The greatest sprint car drivers in the world. 21,000 of your closest friends. One giant race. Come to the event of the year to see if anyone can beat 9-time champion Donnie Schatz. Enjoy concerts, celebrity appearances, entertainment, and family fun. Get your tickets online at KnoxvilleRaceway.com. Knoxville Raceway.
At Mike Murphy Ford, we keep it simple, we keep it friendly, and we get it. Price sells cars.
People tell us our website is easy to navigate. Vehicles change daily, and pricing reflects any new markdowns, discounts, or rebates, because at MikeMurphyFord.com, we get it. Price sells cars.
We have nice trades. We have great service after the sale. We have 48 emergency loaners. We have a free car wash. We have an Owner's Advantage Club, and we have a family-friendly experience.
You're watching WMBD News at 10.
In case you missed it this week, the classic Nintendo Entertainment System will soon make a comeback. The company announced the release of what it's calling the NES Classic Edition. It's a mini version of the original. Doesn't take cartridges. Comes with 30 games built in. The NES Classic Edition will be available in November with a $60 price tag. Can you pre-order? That's the big question.
Yes,
yeah, no doubt, right?
$60
All right. Good weekend to stay inside and knock out some video games? Or
Good
not?
weekend to get outdoors.
Oh, okay.
At least for part of it. Then you can go inside on Sunday. 62 degrees for a low tonight. Some clouds, cool and quiet. Tomorrow, not a bad one. 82 degrees. Enjoy it while you can, because it's going to get much, much hotter, especially next week. Temperatures will be well into the 90s the later half of the week. Heat index values exceeding 100 degrees.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Don't touch the remote. Sports Extra is next. Have a great weekend.